What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and welcome to welcome to the Monday Lift. Hello, welcome in. How we doing? Welcome in, Florida boy. Welcome in, Rockavid. Hello, Styler. Hello, Greenie. Hello, Belle. Hello, Red Hot Sash. Hello. Hello, friends. Welcome in. I know I basically do the same thing every time, but I'm going to do it again. Welcome in. We are doing a lovely, lovely deload lift. Rocket, my dude, gonna do this now. We'll do it again later. Florida boy, thank you so much.
Go Elru Krabby, go Elru Krabby, go Elru Krabby.
Go Elru Krabby, go Elru Krabby. Welcome in, thank you. Welcome in, Dandy. Thank you so much for the resub. Florida boy, how we doing? Happy Monday. Hey, I got all my hairs cut. Look at that. Look at that. I got all my hairs cut. Now I feel like a human being again. I didn't get all my hairs cut. I got some of my hairs cut. Some of them got left alone because we needed just Kryptonian name. Oh my god. Coel Runnings. Cal-L Runnings. If I have a kryptonite, it is currently pumpkin spice. I don't care what anyone says. I still like it. You can't stop me. How you doing, Dandy? Welcome in. How you been? I have not finished my free shake. Hey, I'm off work. I decided to deload on the week that I was off work. So I have extra time in the time that I need the least extra time. You know what I'm saying? PSL clause is still in effect. What up, Omet? That's right. I'm sucking down pumpkin spice like it's nobody's business. That's the 6th Spice Girl. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Deload to reload to preload to download to backload to front load to upload to skip load. Make sure that you load your points card for Speedway and or 7-Eleven so you could get lots of Slurpees and slushies. Excited for this week. PlayCon is happening in Malta, and I'm meeting a bunch of Twitch peeps. What? Wait, what is PlayCon? I've never heard of this. Help? What do you need help with? Before I help with anything, we're gonna do our workout breakdown for the day. Welcome in, everyone. Here is today's workout breakdown. We are on a deload, and we're gonna talk about deloads and what deloads are all about as we go along today as part of our practice. But for now, here's just a quick overview. We're going to be cutting back on volume. We're going to be cutting back on load just to try to get through, kind of go through the motions this week with some bench press. Again, a little bit lighter, really focusing on technique, locking in those shoulders, pressing with the chest. We're going to do some barbell rows and lateral raises, some overhead press and dumbbell curls, essentially the same upper body day that we've been doing, but just like less, right? Then we'll close out with some incline dumbbell press, some dumbbell flies. We'll work in some forearms and some abs if we're feeling it, if we have time. Because forearms and abs are not just as muscle groups, like you are constantly using them. So as long as you're not burning them out too hard, like you can work them pretty often. So selective deload, I'm deloading kind of these big primary agonist muscle groups, and I might spend a little bit of time trying to give some love to those accessory groups that I don't see as often. But yes, that's today's workout preview. If you got questions, if you got concerns, if you think it's a bunch of hootenanny baloney, then make sure you let me know. And yeah, let's get into it. Phew. I thought pumpkin spice was when ginger spice hit level 3 and evolved. It's actually a fusion, Florida boy. If you're familiar with Pokemon fusions, it's basically that. It was ginger spice and nut spice got together with squash spice, and they made a horrendous abomination. Been blowing freezing wind here. Have you seen The Day After Tomorrow? It's like that. I have seen The Day After Tomorrow. Doesn't that have like Jake Gyllenhaal in it or something? Isn't Jake Gyllenhaal in The Day After Tomorrow? It's either Jake Gyllenhaal or Tobey Maguire, or one of those very similar actors. That's right, nut spice. Could it be a Potara fusion or a dance fusion? It could be potato fusion. PSL and bologna. Okay, actually that does sound like it would slap right now. I'm not trying to be gross. Like I genuinely think. Hey Evie, come here. Come tell me about it. Come tell me what you're mad about. Evie, come. Hey. Come on. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, friends. God forbid FedEx driver tries to deliver something to the house. Come here. Come here. Good girl. You want me to put a blanket on you? Huh? You want me to cover you up in a blanket? Lay down. Come on. Hey, lay down. Lay down. Yes. All the way. You can do it. Good girl. There we go. He's all tucked in. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Nut Spice, Squash Spice, the Forgotten Spice Girls, just like that fourth Destiny's Child from the first album. Wait, hold on. There was a fourth Destiny's Child? Excuse me? I thought there were like 20 Destiny's Children. Isn't that what Final Fantasy VI is all about? Or maybe I'm getting it mixed up with Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, that's right. Destiny's children are running about and impaling giant snakes. That's the plot of Final Fantasy VII. They dropped the dish, too. Windows are soundproof. You can hear the wind through the walls. Is it going... Woo? That's what our wind does. Why are they called windows? What that wind does? We're asking the big questions here. Sorry for that, folks. Evie was having a minute. Welcome in, Basher. Welcome in, C-Dub. How we doing today? Yesterday, I did a very chill deload leg day. It's kind of fun when you're like feeling very at peace in the gym. That is one thing that I hope for everyone who tries to get into fitness, is that you eventually reach a point where gyms feel like this happy, peaceful space where you can just kind of move about and do your thing and exist as you need to. How is you, Basher? I'm pretty good. I'm off of work this week. I could have worked today, but I chose to not work today so that I would not have this like foot in, foot out. Like I wanted my coworkers to be, I don't know, this really weird thing where it's like, if I were to have taken off Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, come back on Friday and then left for 4 days, I feel like that would have been worse for everyone. Instead of just everyone knowing that I was going to be gone for a week. Not that I'm that important, but the wind goes ow when it hits it. Ow. God, that would be so awful. If someone invented windows that made like impact sound effects and wind was one of them. You're just like chilling on a cold night. An easterly blows in and you just hear like quietly but getting louder. Yes, we got Austrian windows installed last week. These were on sale. Can't imagine why. Do these T rotations. Hiya! Arnold Windows, yes. Slumbering Giant, welcome in. How you doing? Can't stay long because I had appointments, but I'm here. Hello, Bella. Welcome in. So good to see you, Bella. And welcome in, Lucky Chimera. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're chill deloading. So we're going to start hitting some bench and doing some rotator cuff, tender love and care. And that's going to be what we be doing. Hoi, hoi. Burns! Ooh. Everything is covered in snow outside right now. And I'm trying to feel through how I feel about that. I have not decided. Turn this up a little more, actually. And if I get washed out, I get washed out. It is what it is. But I think it'll just help. Hello? Did the magnet stop working or something? Yikes. Whew. Okay, that's better. That's better. Is your hair red or is just the lighting being a little bit funny? It's the lighting. My hair is not red. I did get my hair cut prior to today's activities. That was my little chore that I had to get done, and it done got done. My stylist was very nice. This is the second time that I have had this woman cut my hair, and she did not remember because it was a couple months, and I don't blame her. But we had a very nice chat. She runs some like women's support groups in the area, and is just very, what am I doing? Is very active in the community and very, you know, like very strong in her convictions about how some like community groups tend to be more about what you're asked to contribute than what you get out of it by just being there and being with other people. And I was like, that's great. That's real. Magnets, how do they work? What up, Byron Mask? Welcome in. Your hair went on a cut after the bulk? That's right. That's right. My bulk was going too fast, so I figured, hey, what if I just cheated a little by getting a haircut? What if I did that? No one's going to know. No one's going to notice. What can I get away with? Woo, everything feels a little funny, but we'll get it warmed up, and then maybe it will feel less funny. Perhaps. Perhaps we will be blessed by things feeling normal. And he really came. Whew. I think about magnets often. I used to anyway. And then I got kicked out. I got kicked out of ye old insane clown posse. Sorry about it. They get really snippety about dues. I'm very sleepy today. I thought I had really good sleep last night, but Pokemon Sleep told me differently. But I did get a Sylveon. That was pretty rad. Hello, Mostly Handsome Joe. Hello, White Moon. How you doing, Moon? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm still a little sleepy. Today, like, Lauren is working a standard work day because she actually had a bunch of, like, she's still pretty new in her job, so she couldn't take the whole week off. She had to just take the time off for the trip. But, whoa. Dropping by to say hello before I head out to Trader Joe's. Are you cheating on me? Jugga Joe? Jugga no, yeah. Look, I love clowns as much as the next person. That's all I have to say. We don't need anything further on the subject. Going to spend money on other Joes. He's a Trader Joe. He's a traitor. Traitor Joe's. Oh man. Getting flashbacks to all the conservative memes that people from my hometown were sharing a couple of years ago. And probably still continue to share after a nice little culling. Oof. Oh, we're going down that road right now. It's his week off, and this is what he's choosing to talk about. Bella would know about betraying. Bella would know about betraying. Yes. So Moon, you're not the first. Any other mods wanna engage in treason or mutiny? I think a mod mutiny is bound to happen sometime soon. But Moon, I hope you have a good Trader Joe's trip. Truly, get that chicken chow mein. Shit sounds incredible. Please. Yeah. Well, you know what you did. You know what you did. We have the clips to prove it. It is written. It is recorded. Don't try to get out of this one. Because you can't. You just can't. Okay. I need to also do band polls and not forget to do those. Ugh. I hope everyone's week is off to a nice start. I know that I'm in a rather privileged position this week. Ugh. My main question this week is what video games to plan to play while traveling. Got a 5-hour flight, broskies. I'm gonna have to take the Nintendo Switch and or play games on mobile. Thankfully, wifey has been playing Tears of the Kingdom. So the fact that we have a standard Switch and an OLED Switch is going to not go to waste for the first time. What are the options? See, that's the thing. So I did pick up the Switch port of Dying Light for like $3. And I think that it was $3 because it's bad. So I'm a little scared to play that one. Like bank on playing that one. A lot of the games that I would want to play on a plane right now are middle finger. A lot of games that I would want to play on a plane right now are in my Steam library. I need to just get a Steam Deck. There we go. Starting to feel a little more normal. Week's going, catching up on work. Got to get new tires for the truck today. You got a screw in one of your tires? Oh no. No, and if that's not timed right, oh man, Rocket, that stinks. Are you gonna have to replace all 4? Last time I had a flat tire for some issue or whatever, I was like, okay, this isn't gonna be that bad. Then you find out you have to replace all 4 of them. Because they're like, well, these are in really bad shape. And you can get $200 off if you buy all your tires right now. Got my left front tire replaced because of a screw a few weeks ago. That sucks, man. That's why whenever I see a nail or a screw on the ground, I always pick that shit up and put it in a trash can. Because it's only like 1 or 2 fat gusts of wind or just like, I don't know, random happenstance away from ending up in the middle of the road where someone rolls over it. Can't just plug it. Welcome in, Remad. How you doing? Welcome back. Dying Light is so good. I want to say it's the collector's edition of Dying Light. And it sounds fun. I don't know how much fun it sounds on the Switch. It's like very, I don't know, it's very like either mouse or joypad, like actual good controller kind of game, it feels. I don't know. At least it's not newer tires that need to be replaced. Okay. Yeah, I got you. That's a bummer. That's always a hit. It's like always like $400 to $600 if you've got a big car, even more sometimes. Yeah. Like I still remember my first couple of cars were the absolute like were the shining example of like really shitty used car experiences in so many ways. So many ways. My third car was a lot better. Also wild that I am on my fourth car. I mean, this fourth car was a joint purchase, but still. It happened the night before Thanksgiving. No. Did you have other ways to travel or did it mess things up? Oh, how was Thanksgiving for everyone, by the way? I'd love to hear about how your holidays went. I got a little agua. Shake done. We're not doing any pre-workout today. No pre-workout on DELOAD weeks. What the fuck? Who did this? It's Tom. Ugh. Tom was in here over tightening my water bottles. Chad. If you're in here, Tom, you over tightened my water bottle. Got a bone to pick with you. Got my car on December 31st last year. Whoa. Did you get like a New Year's deal? Used my wife's 4Runner. Annoying because I couldn't do anything about it until now. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that happens over a holiday. You're just kind of like sitting on the feeling. It's no good. Paid more for my last set of tires than I paid for my first two cars combined. Holy shit. I mean, I guess that just means you got a good deal on your other cars. But that is a whole block. Right. Next warm up, or this is actually working sets. So we're gonna do 3x4, 165. Beauty. These aren't meant to be hard. Not meant to be hard. Gotta take Eric's butt to get brakes check butted. Drive this morning was a bit butt. Hey. Hey, whatever you gotta do. Take care of that partner. Take care of your partner's dumpy. Necessary maintenance. Yeah, that's scary though. Especially this time of year if you find out your brakes are in rough shape. Whew. Luckily I bought the tires already. They were on sale for Black Friday. Oh, sick. Okay. Nice. Tires are hella expensive. So to get for trying to be cool and go fast. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Our, I mean, we have a Subaru. I think I've talked about this before. And the ye old Subaru, it's actually a pretty fresh Subaru, but I don't know. It's pretty standard. Michigan, like, you get so many like hard presses to get really expensive tires and swap out your tires. So few people actually need to swap out their tires in the winter. This is a season for cars to break down and we buy new ones. I'm purchasing a new one this week. Kansas Party Boy. Oh man, I'm sorry. It sounds like you're a little excited. Because even though the hit to the finances is very real, it is still kind of exciting. Okay. We're almost done with vom ups. Hi, chatting cool. How we doing today? Welcome in, Simodius. Welcome, welcome. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Starting to get a little warmer. Got a fresh haircut, literally within the last hour. So I still have some of my curly hair left, which is what wifey wanted. She always sends me in with a reference photo to work with. Ooh. Hang on, I got a buzz. I actually got to pay attention today. Shout out to our two friends who are helping us out a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. It is the Impala 280,000 decided to stop running. That was around the time when my Eagle Vision decided to stop running. It was around 280,000 miles. Struts busted. They're like, we can replace these struts for $2,000, or we can give you $500 for this car right now. I said, sold. Sold. Officer friendly. Is that, do I look like a cop now? Is that really is that what you're giving me right now? Tad bit cold here in Finland now. It's also a tad bit cold here. Arya, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Monday, Arya. Thank you for the shout for Arya Celine. Diamond Star Motors. What a throwback. Yeah, so I had a purple Eagle Vision that was rusted on top, rusted on the hood. Big old 16.5-inch tires. That shit was a beast. That was a heavy car. And it went almost 300,000 miles before I just decided to say goodbye. Then I had a Hyundai Sonata. You look like Rookie Fuzz? Well. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta shave the mustache? Stylish yet professional. Well, thank you. Thank you. I was a little worried about the professional thing. That was my... Also, like, you know, taking a trip. I don't want all the pictures to be like, meh. Hierarch, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in, Hierarch. Yeah, so it was time for a cut. I was like 2 months, 3 months. It was before the wedding that I went to in September. So, yeah, a little over 2 months, which is a long time in haircut years. I leave it a little bit longer to begin with.
Easy peasy.
Easy schleashy. Michael, welcome in, Michael. Ahoy! Almost certain those rods in the engine aren't supposed to go through the engine block. How did that get there? Man, when I was doing a lot of my own car maintenance, my hands were not in great shape. A lot of knuckle busters trying to move rusted old bolts. Nowadays, I just let someone else do it, largely because of the liability of doing it myself. Part of it is time and energy. Like, I can work from the dealership. I cannot work. I cannot work while I am working on my car. How you doing? I'm doing great, Hierarch. We're taking a little trip out west. We're gonna do some skiing. We have some family members who have an established thing out in Colorado, and so we don't have to pay for a lot of stuff. Whew. Not Bella, welcome in. How are you doing? And welcome in, Gaston. Whew. Bench is moving. Thank you, Arya. Yeah, we're doing a deload this week, so we're taking it a little easier. I can talk about deloads whenever anyone wants to hear about it. If you're asking me, I'd say grow out the beard until you have some decent scruff, take down the stash some levels, but do how you feel. I appreciate that honesty. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the stash with scruff. Raiders. Big deal, Hub. Welcome in, Dan. Can I get a shout for not Bella 8, please? Gaston, or sorry, Bella, when you are ready, a shout for not Bella. Also a shout for Dan, but I knew you were on top of that. And if you can't do stuff, let me know. I know you're busy. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Dan. Welcome in, Raiders. Raiders, hi, my name is Joe. Go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. You see him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games. All the time. We're an inclusive community, all about getting moving in the ways that work for you and enjoying rad stories together. How we doing, Dan? Oh, you're good, Dan. Transition as you need to. I'm guessing you just went running. I hope you had a great run, bud. We turned on cowboy voice for the shouty machine. Kids have a similar deal. Cousins live near Vale, free accommodation, ski on day passes for a week. Yeah. So it is It is near Vale, but it is not Vale. And I'm not gonna say like where exactly it is, but I was gonna ask if the other Bella is here. The other Bella is in and out today, so. Oh, Moon, I thought you left. Okay, I'm gonna do the one for Not Bella. Not Bella is one of our recent additions to Team Cosmic Hearts. Loves the outdoors. I thought I talked fast. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Now I'm leaving. All right. All right. Have a good time at the shop. Thank you so much, Moon. I really appreciate it. Raiders, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a sip, grab a pet, pick them up, give them some love, put them back down, watch them scurry away, get that free serotonin, then come on back here, hit the follow button if you haven't done so already. Need to go, the dealership is calling? Ooh, answer that call. If it's not nature, it's a car dealership. Hi, we'd like to buy your used car. Yeah, hello? Oh, I'll get that hydrate in just a second. Ugh. I will say, actually, hold on, I'll go on this tangent in a hot second. I gotta do this set of bench. Shoulders back. Try to treat this as much as possible like a real set for me with higher loads. Because the great thing about a deload week is you can use it to work on technique. So we're gonna make this a technique week. Thank you, Arya. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy. Last year was my first time skiing ever, and I was terrified. And this year I'm still terrified. I'm more scared that like the people that I'm with are going to think like, "Oh, you got it. You got the hang of it last year. Let's go hard, buddy." I hugged the dog earlier. She tolerated it very nicely. And briefly, Evie was very receptive of hugs this morning. She was being a very cuddly pup. And then like her mom had to leave for work, but I was staying home. But we were on different timelines. So I took her for a walk. When we came back around, Lauren was gone. And so she was running laps around the house trying to find her. I was like, I have made a tactical error here. Used to work at advertising, run back-to-back ads for Verizon. It's driving me crazy. Oh, no, it's all good. No. Yeah, I mean, I have my views and like my understanding of marketing and like why that might not be a totally bad idea for them to do that, but I don't know, man. Gravitate to snowboarding, but people keep saying skiing is easier. Yeah, so the deal between skiing and snowboarding, and this is from someone who really wanted to snowboard when he was younger, and then ended up like kind of half getting into snowboarding, and that like I never actually went more than once. Did rentals, aided on the ski lift a couple of times, and just like generally got like kind of scared because it was, you know, Michigan downhill. Michigan snow sports, the environment is you go to a place, there's a ton of people, you spend 35 minutes waiting for a ski lift, and then you get to do probably like a minute to 2 minutes going downhill, depending on how many times you fall, and then you wait in line for the same lift again. Now, when you go out to Colorado, it is completely different. You don't wait hardly at all for the ski lifts. Even when it's busy, it is moving very quickly. It is just, it's a very different experience. Anyway, as someone who has sort of tried both, I can tell you that skiing feels more like something that I would be able to do for the rest of my life. And snowboarding feels like something that I could do for a little bit of time, get kind of goofed up, and then switch to skiing after that. So really, strategic move for me was to just go skiing outright. It also helped that in-laws wanted to teach me how to ski because they, woo, hello, light. Because that's like a thing for my father-in-law. I taught all the boyfriends how to ski. Yeah, whatever. I mean, not whatever. Like, thank you. And like, sure, I'll take the coaching. My knees are baby, so I could never. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what your knees can handle. Because really, you're just like pushing forward a little bit. Like that was the weirdest thing. You'll fall down the first month all the time. Your feet are attached to that board. Then since I was 3, if you're gonna fall, you can fall out of your ski. You're not gonna hurt anything. See more injuries with snowboarding than skiing. Yeah. Yep. You learn how to ski in Michigan because they don't really have mountains. So if you try, yeah, there's not really mountains. There's like big hills. I would say that the places that I've been to 2 places. One has been a very large hill. The other has been a landfill that they converted into a snowboarding park in the winter, which is hilarious because it still stinks. But it's also like, great, mixed use. I'm down. Welcome in, Natty. Yes, I did get a haircut. I get a little haircut today. I got that sick everything. My legs is hecked up ballerina vibe. Ah, yes, Bella. I understand. Yeah, no, like it's not for everyone, right? Like I will say this over and over and over again because I know how true it is that there's a reason that I didn't go skiing until like ever in my life until last year, and it is because there's a lot of privilege around that sport. Like even if you live in an area where it is commonplace, that shit's still real expensive. Real expensive. And we would not be doing this if a lot of it wasn't comps. Sheboygan Mountain or Sheboygan. I have not been to Sheboygan Mountain, but I have been to Sheboygan. And I've Sheboyboinged many Boygans and actually, sorry, I've Sheboyboinged a lot in Sheboygan. I'm going to stop. I don't know how you go slowly on a snowboard. Skiing, you can snowplow because you can control how fast you go. Yeah, it's real good. Like once you learn, like, okay, I'm not qualified to teach anyone how to do any sort of winter sport, but I will tell you one thing, and that is do not ever try to go in a straight line. This may seem like an obvious thing to some people, but if you've never even considered doing the whole thing, let me tell you, just don't go in a straight line. Straight line bad. Woobly line good. Woobly line slow. Straight line very fast. Straight line mean things break. Straight line fun for 30 seconds, maybe 45. If you're on a really big hill that's nice and flat, maybe a little bit longer. But straight line bad. Natty, how are you holding up? How was your holiday? I saw that you put up a pretty tree. Side to side. I'm a wiggly line. Yes. Be wiggly. Join us in glorious wiggliness. Wiggly toes, wiggly tufts, jiggly puffs. We're wiggling. That's how you get good at lifting, is by wiggling a lot. Bella, you're a hiker, right? You enjoy getting out on the trails, or doing a bit of camping. This is what I recall from when I was getting to know you. Love hiking. Can I ask what area you live in? I should know this. Obviously, if you don't want to say, that's fine. I love me some hiking. In a world that is like very, very much pulling towards constant stimulation of all senses at all times, and like giving your attention to one thing or another, or doing something, like always doing something, hiking is just like you take a freaking walk on some dirt, and you look at some rocks, and you talk with people, maybe. Sometimes you just like hike in silence, and that's totally fine. You're just taking things in and you're thinking, and it's really nice. I contribute actively to the attention economy But hot damn, am I going to be critical of it all the same? Every time I post, every moment I stream, I'm contributing to that. However, I won't go into the rabbit hole. No rabbit holing. Swish, swish, move your hips. You live in the Ann Arbor Ipsy area. Oh, wow. I'm familiar with that place. Ann Arbor's rad. There's so many good trails around Ann Arbor. Sorry. Northern Michigan has a ton of good spots for hiking. Really good spots for hiking. I really want to get up to Porcupine Mountains at some point. That's like Northern Michigan and also Wisconsin. Like we will cede parts of Northern Michigan to Wisconsin. Never. It's ours forever. Bella, that's rad. I didn't know you were in Michigan. Yes. Okay, so we're done. We are done with benching. We're moving into barbell rows and lateral raises. We did one little warm-up set. I'm in this really weird spot right now where I'm trying to work from two separate notebooks, and it's just going to be that way for a while because we got to unload from one and start the other. The one thing I've been meaning to do is I've been meaning to get my measurements done. I have not done measurements, and I need to do them before I bulk too much. Belle, welcome in, Belle. Belle, what you got going on this week? Belle's like, uncomfortable laughter. Isn't that a thing? Okay. Yes. More rows. We're rowing with 135. Back to the deload programming. Deload programming, we're going to do about 50% volume and 50 to 70% load. So we're not going to do much more. We don't want deload workouts to be hard. We don't want them to be hard. We want them to be easy. We do not do these things because they are easy. We do these things because they are not hard. Tiger, welcome in. Hello, handsome Joe. Hope your day's going well. Look like a damn snack. Can I take a bite? Tiger, you are entitled to a nibble. How you doing, Tiger? Good to see you, bud. Oh, how was your weekend? There we go. Heck yeah. Catching something. Probably going to take the week off of work. Oh, man. Be safe, Belle. I'm sorry that you're feeling sick. There's been a lot of stuff around, and not just COVID. The post-travel bugs are real. Nexty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. I'm glad to be able to chat with you too, Tiger. How was your Thanksgiving? And welcome in, David Offbeat. Hey, everybody. I'm going to call David out. David broke his elbow running. It was just like, yeah, so I'm not going to break my run streak. Went out and ran 11 miles with a broken elbow. Like, obviously went to the doctor and everything. Oh, you're supposed to run with your legs. You're not supposed to run with your broken elbow. No. Oh, man. Michael, that's a next level dad joke, just so you know. I feel like I should just end the stream. What's the point? Yeah, he did. He's been crushing it. I'll say it straight up, David. If I broke my elbow on a run, it would take me a minute to get back out there. It would take me some time. Out of the cold, wet clothes, here with eggs and an English muffin. Ooh. We bought some English muffins so that we could rip off the Starbucks Impossible sandwiches. I put them in Discord. They're so good. Thanksgiving was good, had good food, read a bit, played games, was a great time. Yeah, what'd you read? Did you read anything fun? I finally finished Dune. Trying to make this my first winter where I can continue running through the winter. I'm taking this as a bad sign. No, don't take it as a bad sign. Hey, if you if you want to talk about running in the winter, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. It's all about cadence, baby. And also leaves are dangerous. You gotta be careful with leaves. I saw. How are you? How am I? How am I? I'm warm. I'm gonna ditch this layer. A sign of getting bubble wrapped. Yes. Yes. No, I could think of every time that I almost completely ate it while running. I've only actually had 2 falls. And that's after that's like with quite a bit of running too. Goodbye, Evie. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. I have run quite a bit in the winter, and I've only fallen twice. And once, the scariest one that I had was when I was running down this big hill in Ann Arbor. And it wasn't even that big of a hill. It was probably like maybe a 100-meter hill. I don't know what the grade was, but I remember the exact feeling of like foot down, slip, second foot, slip, and like literally for 100 yards down this hill, I was just, nope, keep it. And at any time, I could have just spilled off into the snow and been completely fine. I should have bailed, but I made it. I didn't fall, and I got to the bottom of the hill, and I just started laughing because like what? What can you do? You know? I did get a haircut. Insert lady falling on the news running after saying it's perfect. I'm tempted to bring up that video because I love it so much. 2 falls, that's last week. Screamed like Nathan Lane in the birdcage. Dan, you have fallen quite a bit. Some falls have been really scary, but reading the Elemental Assassin series, good fun, good murder, good food with a badass female lead. Hey, you know what? Some of those young adult series slap. There's a reason we enjoyed them when we were younger. Because they're fun. And if you're an adult and you don't let yourself enjoy fun things, well, that's exactly it. Those are feeling good. Getting that nice contraction in the lower traps, upper lats. What up, Boyron? Hello, Bill. Last winter I ran was in college in Ann Arbor, went into the gym, fell feet from the gym, and I'm still mad about it. Oh man. Yeah, that could be, it feels so embarrassing. I've gotten so much better at laughing that kind of stuff off. Like as long as I don't get hurt, I can laugh about it nowadays. And even when I do get hurt, I can laugh about it. It's like every time I'm in the gym and like I look very much like a person who knows what I'm doing in the gym, and I like get stuck in a machine because I didn't adjust it properly. Big laughs. Like what else am I supposed to do? How was your MGS session? It was very good. We beat the fear yesterday, and I tell you what, Metal Gear Solid 3, it's turning out, it's gonna be one of my favorite games of all time. I'm already feeling it right now. But I did not fall today. But it is not this day! There are times where the strength of men has failed. Or someday the strength of men will fail? I don't know. sports ball players saw me. How do I laugh this off? There's nothing, there is nothing more endearing than a person absolutely eating it and being completely okay with it. In my humble opinion. Light lateral raises. Again, trying to keep the delts engaged, keep those target muscles engaged, not just like throwing it up there. We are going through the motions this week, but the point is to get full range of motion, get some blood flow, get enough protein, allow for a little bit of muscle repair. Love deloads. I put this one off for way too long. Only had one other bad fall. Got caught chasing a friend in a group trail run. And he met a, ooh, that stuff messes me up. I'm gonna puke. Chris, how are you doing? How's your Monday? How are your classes going? Wait till you experience Bayonetta. So I have experienced Bayonetta. Bayonetta's fun, but I don't know if I would call it my favorite game. Bayonetta's fun. Those, what's that genre? How would you define the genre of Bayonetta? It's like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. It's not beat 'em up games. Maybe it's beat 'em up games. I don't know. Like stage based. You get grades on how much booty you whoop up. Heart rate training is hard. Yes. I've been trying, I think I'm gonna do some VO2 max training when I get off of vacation. So I think next Thursday, I'm gonna try doing a VO2 max session, which is like 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. And the 4 minutes on is like not peak HR, but really, really heavy heart rate. Probably dropped to 12 or 8. I'm sorry. I'm usually pretty good about not saying light. Lightweight, baby! Yeah! Shoot 'em up. Would you call them a shoot 'em up? I think of shoot 'em ups as like those games where you're like cruising along like left to right and you got like a ship on a screen and it's like going around and there's all the little bullets coming around. You know what I mean? What's an example? Is Guilty Gear one of them? Doing anything special for your vacay? Yes. Hello, Terrible Hime. Welcome in. Welcome in, Chris. No shouts for Terrible Hime. Just know that Chris is a wonderful person and is super, super duper knowledgeable. You can go check out Terrible Hime on Instagram if you wouldn't mind. But yeah, we're going skiing. We're going out to Colorado, do some skiing because we got some fam out there. Walking at college, and then air happened, face planted in the middle of the road. 50-pound book bag knocked me in the head. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Tiger, so you don't even remember falling? I did get a haircut, C-Dub, yeah. Yeah, I got a fresh cut just a moment ago. I had a really nice conversation with the hairdresser, too. My subject knowledge base is low. No, it's okay. Florida Boy, name as many game genres as you can think of right now that aren't shoot 'em ups. You can do this. I believe in you. Yeah, it's gonna be a really nice vacation. It's one of those deals where like they have friends that have a timeshare, and so they invite us. They're like family to them. They're very close, and so they invite us to join. Oh. Boink. So yes, there's like this spa that's attached to the place that we're staying. So I get to go do like cold plunges and saunas and steam rooms. Monique, welcome in. Erpager, Fipager, not Erpager, Fipages. Yeah, that's right. You just named all of the game genres. Shmups, whoops, hups, dups. Don't forget your HUDs, suds. Cuds, mad cuds. Evie likes cuds. Not cud, cuds. She's not a cow. She's not a cat. She don't say meow. Oh, moo! Moo! That's rough, Tiger. That sounds like a rough slip. No hot tub stream, unfortunately. It's like the kind of spa where people be butt ass naked in there. So I'm not gonna set up a camera inside. I don't know, something about that just doesn't feel like a good idea, you know? I don't know. Air decided to condense in front of my foot and make me trip. No rocks in the way, no curb. I mean, hey, it'll happen. Thank you, Buttspot, for elaborating. Yeah, it'll be really nice. There is a gym over there. So I'm bringing stuff with me so that I can set up a little mobile stream over there. But I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do it. I'm going to try. And if someone walks over and is just like, hello, Mr. Wannabe Influencer, can you not do that? Then I'm just going to turn it off. So you will probably see me attempt. You'll see me attempt a stream on Wednesday and or Thursday, or Wednesday and or Friday for some DELOAD lifts while I'm out there. But how are you? How are you, Chris? How was your weekend? How was your holiday? Did you get into some good foods? Okay, we got one more set. Actually, I need to actually write these down. Because what I did was I typed things in. And I need to make sure it's actually recorded in my notebook. Because as I was revealing to Tom, who came to visit on the stream on Wednesday, there is no record of my lifts on spreadsheets. Well, there is. There are some. I have some maxes and some other stuff on spreadsheets, but most of it is in this book. Ooh, a wellness minute. Okay. Just worked. Heck of a lot of overtime though. All right. Hey, that is just as valid a way to spend a holiday. Getting that bag, getting that money. Do you get to relax a little bit this week, or is it just a really busy time of year for you? All right, we're gonna 11, 27, 23. Right, friends, I'm gonna do some writing while we're talking here. So we're gonna do bench. That's 95, 135, 165 times 3, 4 reps, 6 reps, 8 reps, warm-ups. Check, check, check. Happy Monday, Max. How we doing? Welcome in. We got the fittest grandpa on Twitch here in chat. Hello. We got 2 health and fitness legends just like chilling right here. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Can I get a shout for Maximus Fit? If I have a mod available. Mr. Dan. It's cruising into a regular work week. Right on. Yeah, I know very well that this is a really bad time for me to take a vacation. But sometimes the bad time to take a vacation is the best time to take a vacation. You know what I mean? I was pretty burned out. I was getting really burned out at work, and I am definitely one. I would say that I keep it together pretty well when I'm starting to get burned out, but it's like the other signs of like me not getting great sleep or my posture just getting worse, like progressively worse because of the way that I'm engaging with work and getting so stressed out. Like those are the warning signs that end up being pretty rough for me. So, all right. Last set, barbell rows. Yes, everyone go check out Max. Max has made some incredible progress over the last couple of years. I've been checking in with Max in the mornings. He works out at like 4 a.m. his time. I'm pretty sure. And he's just a really kind fella. Loves this community. Loves to be active. He does some rides on Zwift. Whew. Max streams are really early. He knows it too. In the summer, if he doesn't stream early, he actually melts. Have a good lurk, Dan. Zwift is really cool. If I was more into cycling, I would love to do Zwift. Dan, do you want me to wait for the wellness minute or do you want me to just do it? I'm sorry. I should have asked you right away. I should have done it for you right away. I think I'll do it and I'll make sure it's all clipped up and ready to go for you, buddy. Whew. Zwift is taking a pause right now. Needs the funds. Trying to bulk. Still backing off cardio. Ooh, are you bulking? Max, are we bulk buddies? You want to be my bulk buddy this winter? We can do check-ins. I'm happy to do it. I've been back and forth on actually posting check-ins on the bulk because I know that, and this is gonna kind of get into today's wellness minute. I know that some folks have different approaches and feelings around weight this time of year. Thank you, Camara. Welcome in. How are you doing? How's your week? I know it's the Mondo. Okay, let's do this wellness minute. My finger on the trigger, oh, me face down, across down, floor. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings, and welcome to today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is watch your steps. So as we are getting to, and I know this is not going to apply to everyone geographically, but for most folks right now, we are getting into the winter times. The winter times can be a very important time of rest, an important time of hibernation of a sort, where if you have been working really hard, like maybe your job's going to keep going, but in the evening times, it's getting a little darker, you may just want to settle in a little bit more. You might take the time to, really recover, rest, relax. Maybe you're watching a little more shows. Maybe you're doing things that are just a little more on the relaxing side rather than getting out and doing a ton of socializing. Whatever that approach is that works for you, one thing that can be really helpful is to watch your steps. Now, I am an advocate of step trackers, not because I think that every single person needs to get 10,000 steps a day, every single day, because I think that is kind of arbitrary, et cetera, but I do think that it can be good to keep an eye on what our general level of activity is as we're going into this time of year, because what it can feel like, maybe in the summer, in the spring, in the fall, you're getting out for a couple walks during the day, you're going out, you're doing yard work, you're doing more stuff around the house or around your apartment or around your condo, you're going out to see friends, all these things. But then once we get into the winter, all that can back down a little bit. Now, there's nothing wrong with putting on a little bit of weight at any time, right? We are a very fat positive, body positive space here, but having an understanding of what your general activity level is can help you with just kind of managing, okay, well, maybe I should kind of cut down on the sweets a little bit this week because I haven't been as active. Or maybe, I'm not really getting out and moving around as much as I can. I'm feeling a little stiff. I'm feeling a little sore. I'm sitting at my desk for like 8 hours a day and then I'm getting home and I'm sitting down. Just be mindful of it, right? So today's Wellness Minute is don't get too caught up in trying to fit this extremely narrow view of what your winter should look like or what it is to rest or what it is to relax. But at the same time, just try to do a little audit. Try to be in touch with what your body is feeling and try to get moving a little bit more every day. And that's today's Wellness Minute. Boy, that started off feeling really clear and then it ended up not being super clear. So yeah, feedback is welcome. Feedback is welcome on that Wellness Minute today. I'm kind of trailed off, but I hope y'all get the idea. Anyone who's been around for a minute knows what my feelings are on the topic of weight gain and weight loss. You got the message? Perfect. The underlying message is try to still get moving a little bit, because it's not about weight management. It's really about your body. We are designed for movement. Your body likes to move. Whether that's playing Just Dance or Beat Saber if you have a VR headset. I tell you what, a walking treadmill was one of the best investments that I ever made. Got a lot of stuff down here, but a walking treadmill has been one of my favorite pieces of equipment. Love Just Dance. I mean, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I haven't played Just Dance in so long. There was a time when I thought like I was gonna do it on Twitch and have that be a thing. And then there was this weird DMCA middle ground thing that happened, and I don't actually know where we're sitting with that. Like, what is the state of Just Dance on Twitch? You did trail off a bit there, which is unusual for a Wellness Minute. I appreciate the honesty. I really do. I really do. But yeah, you get the idea. Maybe I'll chop it up when I post it. Such a workout and also fun. Just Dance was how I got introduced to the song Rasputin, and why it's on, is part of why it's on the workout playlist. All right, we're gonna switch in, we're gonna get into some overhead press and some lateral raises. So overhead press, we're gonna do, what do I have here? 95, 3x6 by 95. Lateral raises, sorry. No, we just did lateral raises. What am I doing? Dumbbell curls, that's gonna be a 3x8 by 25. Yeah. 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 Let's do it. God damn. God damn. Gym is 1.5 miles away from home. I walk, sometimes jog there when the winter hits to move a bit more. Yeah, I was jogging in college and right after college. I was jogging to my gym pretty often. Walking / jogging. And then when I was in a hurry, I would walk out. Eventually I started biking, even though it was only, you know, a mile and a half away. Or a mile away. I can't even remember anymore. Depending on how hot-footed I was in the morning. Sometimes that gym walk would take 15 minutes. Sometimes that gym walk would take 25 minutes. That's when I was going at like 5:30. So I wanted to get there right when they opened. One, to get it done. Move along. Oh wait, no, I still need this. Get it done and get the day going. Two, because I didn't want to wait for equipment. Good evening, afternoon. It is 1:00 p.m. right now, Dusty. So, afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening to you, where you are. Good afternoon to me. Welcome in, Lucas. Turn the lights off. Heary me. Pull this out of here. Howdy. How's it going? Fantastic. I just scuffed a Wellness Minute super hard, but aside from that, we're doing A-okay. I have that stuck in my head all day. Can y'all, is the music really quiet, or can you hear it okay? I feel like I'm constantly playing with my sound settings lately, and I have not been able to get any of them right. This is the one I want. There we go. Music is fine? Sick. Okay. Sick. Beautiful. All right. Hello? Hello? Okay. I have very sensitive ears, so the whole stream is very low. Got it. All right. Respect. I think my wife just texted. Never mind. It's Titan Fitness trying to get me to buy more stuff. That call I will not answer. Rohan will not answer. I've bought enough of your stuff.
Oh, right. The poison.
Poison for Cusco. Poison chosen special. Cusco's poison. Who did that? Thank you for that poison. I need to level up. Welcome in, Snowy. And Sir Copo. How we doing? Happy Mondos. We used to do push day Mondos. Pushy Mondos, as they were referred to lovingly. Welcome in, Snowy. I'm doing all right. I don't want to speak for the rest of chat. We got two people in chat who have taken spills while running in the last week or so, and I've yet to do that this year. How are you doing, Copo? How's your week starting off? All right, I'm getting some OHP. Yeah, they're doing okay. They're doing okay, as far as I know. Do some OHP. Gonna try to keep the upper back pinned to the bench. Nice tight core. A grip, and maybe I'll do a front angle just so that I can audit myself on this. A grip that leaves us with forearms perpendicular to the barbell, so that we're not putting additional stress on the rotator cuff and or the elbows. I may just do a little adjusting while we're doing this. Warm up set with 65. Yahoo. How are you, Joe? Guess what? Ooh, what? I dare not guess. Home from visiting family. Decided to get back to the gym today. Heck yeah. What's on the menu? What you gonna hit? First day back to the standard routine after... Okay, I said this at the start of stream, and I'm gonna say it again. I know it sounds preachy, and on many things I'll say like, let me know if this sounds too preachy, but on this one I really don't care. I really hope that everyone can find a level of comfort and like self-love with exercise to where you walk into a gym and it feels like a peaceful thing, or you start up a routine and it feels like good quality self-care and you want to do it. That's what I want for people. You got an interview today. Nice. Yes. Oh my gosh. When is it? Is it like happening soon? Do you want to do practice questions right now? Tell me about your top 5 strengths. Nobody asks that question anymore. Depends on how many people are in the gym. That's true. That's true. Because it can be not relaxing if it's super busy. A full body day with an emphasis on push. My guy. My guy. My guy. You got my heart with that one. I love Monday push days. Monday push full body, that's what we used to do. We did squats and bench. Deadlifts on Wednesdays. Full body pull. I kind of miss that split. I'm really liking what I'm doing right now. Thank you for the hydrate hierarch. 3:30 p.m. in PST time. All right. I won't grill you. I won't grill you. I actually had a recent example of me not getting a job that I applied for, and it was very it was humbling. It was good. Like I think it ended up being a really good thing with consideration to where I'm at in life right now. I did not need change jobs. And I just applied for it because it felt like the right thing to do. Sorry, talking away from the microphone. But best of luck. Are you excited? Are you nervous? All right. Now we'll do some curls. La 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 la. Curly, 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 curl. Ooh. Deep cut SpongeBob reference. If anyone can tell me what episode that's from, you will get a lot of love from me. The line is squirrely, 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 squirrel. All right, some gentle curls. Hello, Biotic. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you. I've been clenching my cheeks super hard to grow my mustache faster. That is from SpongeBob. But if you can tell me which episode of SpongeBob it's from, you get bonus points. Yeah, that's how you grow a faster mustache. Clench your cheeks. Your face cheeks, fellas. Was that the stand-up episode? Greenie! Hell yeah. It was the stand-up episode. Get on with the squirrel jokes! Squirrel jokes, squirrel jokes. Powerful lessons learned. Could a creature that spends so much time in the water smell so bad? Soap, what is soap? Doing an interview on being a host. Never not nervous. I was born ready. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm glad you're not nervous. I'm glad you're ready. That episode was very important. Taught the important lesson of like, you are free. You are free. Freedom of speech is certainly a thing. That doesn't mean everyone has to like you. Hashtag, don't be a dick. Hashtag, find other things to talk about than picking on people. Yeah, the episode is called Squirrel Jokes. Welcome in, Anna. How are you doing? I did get a haircut. I've been mildly defloofed. Me had everyone mad about Doctor Who. Oh man. What has happened in Doctor Who recently? I watched quite a bit of Who and then fell off right at Capaldi. Okay, sorry, no spoilers. All right, got it. All right, no spoilers. Don't spoil Doctor Who. Please. I haven't watched any Who since Capaldi. Scared the hell out of me. All right. Well, thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. Yeah. We're taking a little trip this week. So I'm hoping that I'll look okay in some of the photos that we are inevitably going to take. But the latest episode is on Disney Plus. At least it's there for everyone else. Okay. Heck the haters. Heck the haters. We I don't, man. You know, I guess because I haven't watched the more recent Doctors, I can't have an opinion on like fave Doctors, right? What's new aside from being deloused? I think, man, we're getting ready. We're deloading this week. I can't stop thinking about Metal Gear Solid. I am forever Naked Snake. 3. Got to keep that back pinned. Brace the back, press with the shoulders. Down nice and easy. Up. Another set of curls. You doing core today? Are you working out in your garage? No. I am working out in my basement. Eventually, I will work out in my garage. We have not gotten there yet. I am preparing the garage for being able to work out inside of it. But it has not happened. Oh, your basement, huh? Yeah, it's a basement. This is a basement. That's why it is so short. That's why when you see me doing pull-ups, I am bent at the knees because my pull-up bar is about where my forehead is. Oh, stop it, Tiger. We do have a basement cave. Can I work out in your garage? Sure. Sure, I mean, it's just big empty space right now. Got cars in it. Be broken in a mess after the first exercise. You know, it's doing your first lift. I will say when I worked out with Holder Heck on Friday, I worked out with Tom on Wednesday, and I'm not taking this as a sign that I'm doing things right. I'm gonna put this cap on it. Tom was like, I have not done this much in a session before. On Friday, Heck was like, I think we're doing some junk volume. And I could not disagree with him. Just my workouts are long. Just long. Have you played Animal Party yet? I have. I've played a solid 20 minutes of Animal Party. I bought it so I could join someone on stream and then didn't actually play any after that. But I'm planning a birthday tipathon / community day for the end of December. I know that's a long ways away. It is fun playing with him. Because he's like, he loves it so much and he's really, really good at it. Rocket as party animals? Okay. All right. What is junk volume? I can try to explain. Be surprised what you can build with after you let your body resensitize to working out after a little break. Yeah, I mean, the big thing is like, and I'm really glad you said that, Chris, because I kind of brushed over it, but just like, start slow, you know? I've been working with Wifey on doing a little more strength training, and we're just starting off like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like not circuits, but 2 to 3 sets max, not going super heavy, focusing on form, just like trying to get used to the idea of doing strength training. Very important. They were not wrong. It's a lot of fun. Poor Bunny doesn't stand a chance. I need to get some time in. Maybe that's what I'll do on the plane. I'll get it installed. I'll bring my whole ass gaming PC or my whole gaming laptop, and I'll just play on the flight. You didn't know Joe has a dog? Really? What? Okay, junk volume. I should explain. Sokogen, welcome in. So junk volume is kind of there's some mixed responses on what junk volume is. Jeff Nippard was someone who started bringing this up a little bit, and you know he's like very science-based, so a lot of people are like, ooh, Jeff Nippard said it, so it must be true. Wait, he's not totally wrong. The idea of junk volume is like, you can build muscle or get stronger with a certain amount of work in a muscle group in a given week. So the general consensus is that if you are doing anywhere between 12 to 16 sets, some people have said 15 to 20 sets. I don't really know which one is the one to be believed. That's a pretty big difference, honestly, but 12 to 16 sets in a week, if you are doing it with appropriate progressive overload, that is like you are consistently, not from, if not from week to week, then from like bi-weekly to bi-weekly, you're increasing either in intensity or in weight or in volume. If you are doing some sort of overload and doing within 12 to 16 sets, that is all you need to do to get your muscles bigger and to get stronger, as long as you are getting enough protein, right? And getting good sleep. See, that's where it gets more whatever. But the idea of junk volume is anything over that like 16 sets or 20 or more sets of like on a muscle group doesn't have, there are diminishing returns beyond that point. It's kind of like with protein intake. You will not really get much out of more than 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein consumed in a day. Like, you could get a little bit more, potentially, but largely the science says that the difference between like 0.5 gram and 1 gram per pound of body weight is pretty big, and even like 0.7 grams is where it starts to taper off. But like beyond 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, it's just like Mike Israetel uses this analogy of like, if you're at the gas tank and you're filling up your car, like your gas tank holds 16 gallons, are you just gonna like squeeze the pump until 18 gallons is like spilling out all over the side of your car and on the ground, and like No, you're going to fill the tank and then you're going to drive with the car. And that's the same idea with protein intake. It's the same idea with junk volume. It's just like, if you are like really, really hammering it, it can be so tempting to just work and work and work. But if you look at all of my workouts throughout the course of the week, you will see it kind of follow a similar structure. Now, with something like chest, I have some weaknesses in some areas of my chest. So I'm hitting chest 3 times per week. But even within that, I'm doing usually, 3 to 4 sets. I'm not doing like 3 chest days. I'm mixing in chest stuff with other stuff. The Doberman doggo? Oh, yeah. I can call Evie down here if you want. You can meet her. See what junk volume is doing work that doesn't increase adaptation. There you go. That is a much shorter, simpler way of saying it. Welcome in, Holy Z. Weaknesses in your chest? I could show you. It is much less pronounced than it used to be, but they are there. They're there. I'm going to do this set of curls, and then we'll call Evie down. Ooh. We have no idea where that occurs. A lot of high volume studies show no cap. 52 sets per week. Oh, I actually just saw that video in my feed, Holy. I hadn't watched it yet. It was like, I think it is a Renaissance periodization video where he's like, bad news. Because the very idea of German volume training, 10 sets of 10 reps, increasing weight every set, like kind of relies on the fact that junk volume doesn't exist. Yeah. And that also differs between people who are like partially trained or like intermediate trained versus completely deconditioned folks. If you want to squeeze out every ounce. Yeah. Look, I love lifting. I don't know if I love lifting enough to do 52 sets of quad work. Evie. Evie, come. Ooh. Husband was impressed with your muscle volume since you run a lot. That's very kind. Yeah, it's a lot of eating. Hey Evie, come here, girly. She'll come eventually. She's just napping on the couch. Hey, come on. You want a treat? She's really mad at me today, actually. Evie, come. I hear her coming now. You stretching out? Yeah? Feel a little stretch? Hi, hello. Come here. Come on. Good girl. Now sit. Good job. Good job. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. Yes, hello. Hello. Do you want to say hello to everyone? You want me to pull you up? You can say hello to everyone? You want to sit there? Yeah. Sit here? Good. Show everyone your pretty face. The baby. She's so sweet. Trying to gain more muscle mass. I'm so proud of him. Does he like dairy? Or can he eat dairy? Yeah. Come on. Oh, you're not performing anymore. She knows exactly where the camera is, and she's like, I'm gonna get out of frame. Yeah, one of the things that I wish I took advantage of earlier on in my lifting career was the combination of Greek yogurt and protein powder. You want to talk about a macro saver? That stuff is that's liquid gold right there. It's so good. Greek yogurt, vanilla protein powder. Evie is almost 5 years old now. Protein vegan yogurt. Ooh, I haven't had vegan yogurt. Yeah, she's getting towards 5. So she's starting to calm down a little bit, but she's still definitely got a lot of puppy energy. Especially when we come home. That's one thing that we've been trying really hard to help her relax a little bit more. By, you know, just ignoring her when we come home, or just making sure that we're not getting too worked up when we come home. But she's just so anxious that she's got a nice routine where she sprints back and forth around the house. Oh, that's set here. Or engaged. The shieldies. Oh yeah. One more set of curls. Exclamation point Evie, if you would like the breakdown on Evie's breeds. EVIE. She is a special girl. I did not position the camera correctly. We're going to deal with it. Yes, so she has this wonderful combination of breeds that ends up being this nice little cocktail of anxiety. It's a real fun thing. Sorry if the mic made a weird noise. But yes, so she is protective like a German Shepherd. She herds people like a Border Collie. And she has prey drive like a Brittany. So her, man, she loves just like staring at things and people. She backs down real quickly if she knows she's outclassed, but I tell you what, she loves picking fights. Not in a dangerous way. Just like when she sees like a big floofy dog across the street, she's like, that's a sheep. Wake up, sheeple. I'm gonna put you in your place. And she just stares. She stares so hard until the other dog gets worked up. And she's like, oh, gotcha. It's kind of a turd. Like a Brittany, yes. Yes. Like Brittany. He's Brittany, friend. My breed is Australian German Shepherd, Collie, Sheepdog. Her name is Brownie, very hyper energetic. That sounds super cute. Yeah, when we got her, the shelter. Okay, Greek yogurt and shredded wheat is also pretty bomb, Camara. Sorry, I didn't see that. When we got her, the shelter was like, yes, so this is Evie. This is a dog that needs a job. And we're like, what? Like we had done a lot of preparation for when we were adopting, to where we were not unfamiliar with the idea that like you have to give your dog something to do during the day, and like when you are not home, and like give them lots of exercise, get them lots of for lack of better word, stimulation, right? So we were familiar with that. They're like, this is a dog that needs a job. So we give her jobs. We have accumulated different toys, different like puzzles, all slowly over time. We put on Bob Ross when we leave her at home alone. So she gets to watch and listen to the soothing sounds of Bobbert Rosston. Got mine for free from my college friend. Yeah, we got it. We got her from a shelter. Both the only reason that we know what her breed is like fully is that both of her parents were surrendered along with her. So they were all three of them surrendered at the same time, which is heartbreaking. And it's one of the reasons why we think that she is particularly anxious, is because she had that separation happen, like not just separated from human family, but also separated from dog family, new place. Yikes. I can't imagine. I mean, I can. Does not sound good. Put on Bob Ross all the time as I work so I don't overreact to emails. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Jen. I listen to lo-fi playlists at work. That is one of those focus things for me. When I do actually get into a place where I feel like I can focus, I will sit there in complete silence. Like I used to do that at like food jobs too. If I was tired enough, or if I was just like feeling decent enough, I would sit there in silence and chop vegetables or whatever, and my coworkers would just be like, "So, do you like football?" Just like this very awkward transition into a conversation where I realize that it's been 20 minutes since I said anything. Coworkers think it's sleep time music. No, this is so I stay sane. This is so that I can give like 2 fewer per my previous emails throughout the week. I was asked in my performance review to cut back on that in particular, and I think I'm doing a good job. All right. 2. Yeah. So what we would normally do here is a superset of incline presses and dumbbell flies. We're going to drop the weight a lot, and I'm going to do some incline dumbbell flies. Sorry, some incline flies. I would normally do flat flies. Thank you for the follow. Star-Lord, welcome in. We're doing a deload week this week, so we're taking it nice and easy, trying to get full range of motion, good mind-muscle connection, and just enjoying time moving. We're going to need a little more than that to get a good muscle stretch. Yes, if you got questions about routines, got questions about nutrition stuff, anything, feel free. If I can't help you, we got some really rad folks in the chat that might be able to help out. Start my core, get prepared for my interview. Snowy, take it easy. Have a good interview. Good luck, have fun. I hope they realize what you can do for them. Going down, nice and slow. Stretch at the bottom. And up. Keeping the scapula locked in, not just crashing those down. Got to protect that upper back, protect the shoulder, not going too high on the weight. Whew. During Discord and tell you guys about it. Perf. Get on in here, Snowy. I'm gonna ditch the snow pants, sweatpants. I'm gonna ditch the sweaties. Maybe we'll actually hit forearms today. Whew. Wild when I take off my shoes and I just like sink in frame. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick Banyo break. I will be right back. Boop. Let's make moves. It's a microphone on the glasses time, and my hair is no longer big enough to hide it. This is a travesty. This is a true sadness. All right, we got 2 more sets of dumbbell presses and dumbbell flies, and we're working some forearms. I don't know if Aranus TV is around. Aranus wanted to talk about some release and injury prevention stuff, and I may just go over it anyway, even though they're not here, so that we can have it available for them if they want to view it at any point. But we'll make that call. We'll make that call as we go. So I think it would probably be helpful for other folks too. I'm gonna have to reread that prompt. Ugh. It's so nice when I get validated on the deload, when everything just starts to feel a little bit heavy. It's like, yeah, it was time to. Hello. Oh, who goes there? Oh my gosh, is that a fresh subby? Is that a fresh sub? Thank you for the hydrate hierarch. Alt mode on Twitch. Thank you for the sub. Welcome in. Thank you for that raw tier 1 sub. I think I owe someone else. Welcome back. Was it a bad meeting, Dan? There you go. Get this here. I may have grabbed the wrong one. I did. We're almost to the point where we're moving on to the 10-pounder. I thought I had space. Yikes. Mode on Twitch. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for that sub. Thank you so much for that support. Now I can lift you up in the way that you have lifted me and this community up today. With that, tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Circle Jim, my nutrition is getting a bit better. Sometimes I don't realize how much I'm eating. Tracking too closely gets me into a bad mindset too. Hey, that's okay, Jen. Tracking is such a touchy subject because I think a lot of people, myself included, experience that. Where like you want to keep your eating on track. You want to get your nutrition in check. If I could offer what has been helpful for me, and I try not to be too prescriptive about eating and whatnot, but if I could offer something that's been helpful for me. I definitely will, if you're open to it. Well, that's a real struggle. It's like tracking can make you very anxious, the general you, but it's also important to have an understanding of what's going in. Because to me, that's part of a healthy, lifelong relationship with food. Like when you're younger, when you're a kiddo, you shouldn't care about calories. You just have fun. Eat food that makes you feel good. You got interviewed by what? What? Dan, what? How are you doing? Like, how was it? Downloading Pokemon Sleep. They will never evolve with my 5 hours a night. You'll be surprised. Also, yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy for you. Let's be sleep buddies. Let's be research pals. Workout for me is easy. The other is inconsistent. Word. Yeah. Let me just catch up and then I'll speak to it. Apparently I'm inspiring or something. Very flattered and humbled. That's great, man. That's so good. That's so good. I like sleep buddies more. All right, we'll be sleep buddies. Wow. Wow. I'm Revolver Ocelot. Have a good day, Snowy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Have a good time at your interview. So, Jen, what has been helpful for me, and folks who have been around for a minute have heard me talk about this quite a bit, is audit days. So, the way that I approach my eating is I track protein, and that's it. Like that's where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm just tracking protein. I want to make sure that I get enough protein during the day, again, to meet that threshold that we talked about earlier, somewhere between 0.7 grams and 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight every day, right? That's my standard. Now, when I was, I went through a period where I did a lot of consistent tracking, where I was logging every single meal, where I was weighing things, where I was looking at how many cups of trail mix I was consuming, all that stuff. And you're right, it's super duper stressful. It can really, really grind on your mental health when you start thinking about a meal is not a meal is a number, and I have to beat my score or like hit this number by the end of the day. Otherwise, I've somehow failed. So I just want to first acknowledge that can be really difficult. And then say what I do is audit days. So I will go when I feel like I've kind of gotten into a rhythm with eating and my eating is consistent and I'm doing like, say, a similar breakfast or the same breakfast every morning, a similar or the same lunch. I have a certain set of dinner meals that we work in or we rotate through with whatever ingredients that we typically buy. I have kind of all that brewed up, right? And once I kind of get into a rhythm with that, at some point, I will take a day to do an audit where I will go through and I will track every single thing that I eat through the course of that day. At the end of that day, I look at that number, say, is this a normal day? Is this typically the amount that I would eat? And you got to be really honest, especially if you're doing this model where you're saying, like, this one time, I'm going to do the science on it, and then I'm going to base all of my other eating on this one day of science. You know, like that is a way that you can remove some of those anxieties, but still kind of keep that idea of I'm measuring, I'm using a metric, I'm trying to be consistent about my eating and my intake, you know, because again, like it's I've been there with the dysmorphia. I've been there with like catching myself thinking about my next meal more than anything else during the day. It's challenging. So one, just like be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, but consider doing an audit structure. Frog, thank you for the follow. I hope maybe someday you'll be a D6 or 2 D4s or 2 D6s. Welcome in, Zach Bot. Welcome in. How you doing, Zach? Dan, can I get a little shout for Zach Bra? Zach, how was your stream today, dude? I popped in for a little bit while I was working on some stuff, and then I had to go get my hair cut.
So if you're thinking I'm looking fresh, that's why. Oh, thank you, Dan. Oh, yeah, but how was it, Zach? Are you playing games today? Or is today just a lift only day? I can't remember if like Tuesdays is your lifting game. Oh. Imagine I have to use Kryptonian trimmers to get through that bush. Come on. You know, I'm feeling I'm honored that that's the second Superman joke that someone has made today. Used to do this too. Try to ensure protein. Taking lifting more seriously. Used to do only cardio. Yeah, I mean if you're feeling like where your nutrition is falling off is with like sweets and like fatty foods, like really fat dense, like saturated fat foods or carbs and whatnot, we can talk about that too. But honestly, my opinion, if you're hitting your protein goals every day and you're consistently lifting and you're working hard, like you're gonna make progress. And if at some point you really need to do like a cut where you lose a set amount of weight over a certain period of time, great. But getting that strength training and getting that protein is gonna be the biggest thing. It's a really hard thing to do, especially when I'll be real, like if you are a smaller human, it is very hard to not gain unwanted weight when you are trying to get muscular. May game today off stream, if anyone will have me. Game streams are Wednesday and Friday. Got it. Baked goods. Ooh. I asked wifey to make a pumpkin roll, and so that's what we had over Thanksgiving. There's a picture of it in the Discord. I took out the rest of it last night. That thing. I love pumpkin rolls so much. Chef, hello! Welcome in. Welcome in, Chef Taylor. We got a chef in the house. Hey, girl, hey. Chef, do you remember? Do you remember Hey Girl, Hey? It's been so long. Hey Girl, Hey. Like a Swiss roll? Yeah. Woo! It's like a big Swiss cake roll. Ugh. You just make like a sponge cake that is basically the size of a full sheet tray. Nice and light. You lay it out, and then you put buttercream, cream cheese frosting on the inside with a little bit of pumpkin spice seasoning. So good. I would say that my other big baked good that I love to throw down on is apple fritters. And apple fritters are very special in the sense that no bakery, no eatery that produces apple fritters will ever do so in a manner that is a reasonable portion size. If you go to get apple fritters, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a boulder. It's an apple boulder. Just went through my shirt. Need to cool off now. I'll see you soon, Zach. Yeah, I'm not sure where you can get a pumpkin roll like made for you, Chris. I mean, I think you'd be able to find one out where you are. For additional context, I'm a 6'3", mid-30s guy. No. Sorry. This was not me saying like small, like you are a small person, but just saying like in general, like like me trying to help wifey with some like keeping her protein up and also like keeping calories within the range that she wants them to be in. It's challenging. It's challenging. Huh. Made a Swiss roll once, but didn't let it cool. Rolled, then put in filling. Yeah, it just cracks. If you don't wait, it just snaps right open and falls apart. But then you just kind of gobble it up with your hands. But especially if you're 6'3", that protein intake can be really hard. I feel like that's always the lament of the taller lifters is it's like really, really difficult to feel like you're actually eating enough to put on muscle. Ugh. All right. So we're gonna get some forearm work in. We're just gonna use our little our special little tool here. I should probably name this thing. Eating that much protein sometimes feels kind of gross. I would fully agree. Like the fact that most of my protein, that a straight up 100 grams of my protein every day comes from like whey and casein sources. One, expensive. Two, at a certain point, doesn't feel good. Does not feel good. Kind of love to see you try Ninja Warrior. I would love to try it. See, I have this weird complex about stuff like Ninja Warrior, where like when I was younger, I thought, you know what, I could do that. I could mess that up. That'd be so much fun. And like now, I've seen too many examples of people who seem like they are like really good, prepped, ready, in great shape, who just like beef it on the first on the first obstacle. And that's kind of where I'm at, is like I'm terrified that I'm gonna beef it immediately. Ninja Warrior course would be so sick. Come to a Spartan with us next year. Zach, what are the dates that you typically do them around? Haven't seen this for forearms? Yeah, I can explain this thing too. It's okay to beef it immediately. Everything makes me think of her. Protein does get expensive quick. It's like 3/4 of my grocery bill, especially if you're not buying tuna. Tuna is a great protein source for like if you need semi cheap. Seems like a fun forearm exercise. Yeah, as soon as I do this next rep, I will talk through these. Also, welcome in Hot Dog. Welcome in Land Down Plunder. It's okay to beef it immediately. Sometimes even really seasoned people beef it on the first obstacle. I love that. I appreciate that, Chris, because I don't know. I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things perfectly. As much as I tell other people not to do it, I do it. We don't have set dates. Spend at least 3 over the year if we can. Anywhere in the US, as long as it's somewhere cold for the 10 or 20K. All right, word. One Tree, welcome in. If you need mercury. I mean, hey. If you do not eat like tons and tons of tuna, like if you use tuna as the occasional protein supplement, I eat tuna like once or twice a week. So what I did was I bought these 2 things I got at Michael's was just this dowel and some clothesline. You tie a good knot with the clothesline, and then you get either a 5-pound weight or something similar. You can just use a can, you know, like a big heavy can, and tie it up. And all you do is you just roll it right up. You want to keep your elbows tucked to your side and try to keep that perpendicular grip, right? So that you're only engaging your forearms and you're not like swimming this bad boy up here. Yeah, chicken and protein bars can get expensive. Protein bars, I've tried really hard to not use anymore unless I really need to. So like when I'm traveling, I will definitely use protein bars more often. And I guess when I'm bulking, I'm a little more open to it just because they have a lot of extra stuff, like chocolate delicious. Chocolate also lots of extra sugar that I may or may not need in my diet at the time. Going to ninja gyms is so much fun. I've never been to one. I wonder if there's one around here. Nothing but tuna. Have you seen the T1000? He was strong as hell, and he was it's liquid metal. Yes, I'm familiar with the T1000. He was a cop. Attach the clip to the end of my rope so I can change out the weight. That's a good idea. Oh man, this is starting to. Oh. Yeah, I used to be really good about doing forearms, and then I fell off it for a while. Nowadays, right now. I told myself like 2 weeks ago I was gonna stop skipping forearms every week. Check myself with protein bars, considering them dessert. Hey, that works. That works. I've done that with the protein Pop-Tarts. Found some with decent macros, 25 grams, 200 calories. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, protein bars are good. Some of them just make me feel a little gross, like to the thought of sometimes having a lot of protein in a day can just make you not feel great. Soon you're going to be like that guy on YouTube rolling around his fist in a bucket of rice. Wait, what? What is that about? Excuse me? Yeah, there's got to be one. I mean, Michigan has some big cities, and I'm sure that someone has capitalized in this city or in this state on everyone's love for jumping around and swinging on shit. Rolling your hand in rice is used for wrist and forearm strength. I have never heard this before. This is completely new. This is completely new to me. Bucket of uncooked rice to provide resistance. And you smush your fist around. Have you never watched a Kung Fu movie? I mean, I did when I was younger. So you just, like straight in there, just like push it around. I mean, I believe it. I believe that this works. I'm just going to do this. Is everyone enjoying this now? Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much, because I just learned something today. I love it when I get to learn stuff on stream. So good. Now slower, faster. Now slower. I don't like this very much. Pretty much like a stress ball. Okay. All right. I'm learning. I'll take my learning today. Chris, that's why you got that VIP badge, because you applied the filter before Automod had to. Joe is writing fist rice bucket. That's right. This will be the thing that gets me to actually buy rice in bulk. Wifey is so resistant to me buying rice in bulk. She's like, why do we need a 20-pound bag of rice? And I'm like, why do we not need a 20-pound bag of rice? You want me to go buy like 4-pound bags of rice over and over again? I eat so much rice. I eat so much rice. You got to be careful with bulk rice. 25-pound bag is so clutch, though. Yeah, we are. I admit to being a Costco shopper. If you accidentally get one with bugs in it, okay, that is very well. That's, you know what? That's a good shout. That's good. Because at that volume, could just be crawling around in there. I gotta work on my wrist, guy. Welcome in. Welcome in, Shy. Parents used to buy rice in 50-pound bags at a time. I guess if you're decanting and you're clearing it out and putting it into another container and you're able to like check it when you do that, that could be fine. Also, carbs is brain food. Carbs is brain food. Hey, carbs are your friends. I'll say this over and over again. Carbs good. Potatoes good. Bread good. Get yourself some good whole wheat bread. Take you a lot further than that white bread stuff. Mr. E-tron can confirm the bug rice. Oh no. Is this a story that I have to ask him about? Okay. You're making rice as we speak? Are there bugs in it? Do you want to share? You buy the giant bags and vacuum seal them into smaller chunks. Ooh, the vacuum sealer. That's a move. Sick move. Some of my best... This never happened to be over. He just happened to be over when I found the rice had bugs in it. That's like hella embarrassing. It shouldn't be embarrassing because it's just something that happens. But it's like the one time you find bugs in your food is when you have someone like coming over to your house. That's a bad feeling. Michael, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, come on, Chris. It's just rice. You do that. There's not gonna be bugs in your rice. You're fine. You're fine. And you know what? Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. If this is actually impacting you, I'm not gonna make the next joke. I've never heard of bugs in rice. It do happen. Basically, anything that is a plant that is rinsed and processed and sold in bags or other containers can contain bugs at one point or another. Extra protein. There you go. Had little bugs one time in our pancake mix years ago. We thought it was airtight. Ugh. Shy, did you just sub for 3 months? Did you just sub for 3 months? Wait, are they called rice weevils? That's not real. Is that really it? That reminds me of... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shy, thank you so much. Let's get you on the bumper. Tis real. For some reason, okay, I don't know why. When it's like blank weevil, for some reason, I don't believe that to be a real thing. Like, I know it is. But it just sounds like something that people make up to scare other people, you know? But I know it's real. Shy, thank you so much for that sub. Thank you for that support. Now I can lift you up in the way that you've lifted me and this community up today with your sub lub lub dub dub. Thank you so much. Thank you. Rice was in an airtight container in my pantry. Just must have had the bugs when I got it. That's a scary thought. Who's scared of the word weevil? I am. This makes me think of what's the song? There's a song by the Punch Brothers called Boll Weevil, and it's about the weevil that gets into the grain. Sometimes they get infested before they're bagged. Love lifts us up where we belong. You can get it on Discord. I'm trying to think of when I worked at a pretty big food place, we had an incident where someone found a moth in their spinach. They were like plucking stuff off the salad bar, and they were like forking around in there. Actually, they didn't even put it on their plate. They found the moth inside of the salad bar, and so they like, of course, went to social media immediately to let everyone know how unacceptable it was. I had my feelings about that at the time because, you know, like we got a bunch of like, anyway, I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna do that. But it just like, it opened up this conversation in our, like, again, pretty big place. Opened up this conversation that we had with everyone about like, what is the expectation? Like, truly, what is the expectation when you are slinging out so much food, when you're taking in so much product, when so much is moving? Like, if there is a pest in the produce, that means that it is good produce, right? Like, to an extent. Obviously, we want to wash stuff, we want to check stuff before we, you know, put it out into the world. But if there's a little spooter or a little bug just like clinging on the underside of a leaf, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a bad thing if it makes it into the food that someone is eating, for sure. I don't know. Yeah, clean your rice. Rinse your rice. If you're not doing it already, rinse your rice because it makes it it's like a little starchier, a little tastier, right? You get that good rice. This is my jam. I think maybe I'll do a little more forearm stuff. Let me grab the this is essentially going to be the same thing, but I'm gonna do a little bit of it just because I don't have to get to work right now. and I got a little extra time. Put the rice bucket video in Discord general. Thank you. I'm gonna check it out, and then I'll start fisting rice. Because this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. You gave me the instructions, and then got mad when I followed them. What's going on here? Was my sister's stage name this fall? I'm not going there. That was the phrase I just heard. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Sorry, I will do the technique to strengthen my forearms. No dessert until you eat your rice bugs. But you only get your rice bugs after you fist your rice. All right, I'm done. That's the last time I'm going to say the thing that I just said. That's the last time I'm going to say the thing that I just said. All right, we'll do some nice behind the back curls. Because I don't have to type a bunch of stuff for once. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing forearms on stream, is like I get done and I have to go sit down and type emails, and tell you what. You can also do prone forearm curls, if anyone is not aware. Eat the surviving bugs to gain their power. If they survived, it's a good sign. When's Signalis? That's a game, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Is it a horror game? What's it about? Have you tried Lethal Company yet? Not yet. Not yet. I have not found the time to try it. I don't know if Gaston is still in the chat, and if he is, he's allowed to be upset with me for having not played it yet. But more of an on-edge thriller. Well, perhaps it can enter the queue. Because right now, we're playing Metal Gear Solid on Sundays. When I get back from this trip, we're going to play Oxenfree 2 on Tuesdays. Because we played Oxenfree 1, and we never played Oxenfree 2. We're going to play it. We're going to experience that. And we'll see what comes up. Because I think where that's going to put us is like mid-December. So we could have time for some horror vibes. But I may be setting up some community stuff late December for my birthday celebration. I'm turning 31 near the end of this month. Lethal Company looks so fun. I found I found out about Lethal Company through TikTok before I saw it on Twitch, which is very rare for me because I do not use TikTok a lot. And that is probably limiting me as a creator, but it is protecting my brain. Because I just have too many platforms and I can't do it. Can't do it. I could do it. Probably could do it. I love Lethal Company. Have you been playing a bit, Bella? It looks really fun. It looks fun and also just very surprising. Like, you'll be doing fine, and then all of a sudden some rando monstrosity will come out of nowhere. Oh. What's the angle for these? You play as an engineering replica desperate to keep their promise to the Gestalt partner. You go through some Silent Hill psychology horror with classic Resident Evil gameplay. Okay, that sounds pretty sick. That does sound pretty fun. The wee scary. I think that the strategies and shit behind it would interest you. Okay. Okay. I'm convinced. Gaston already bought it for me. So I have it. It's loaded up. Just haven't actually played it yet. I like really good pixel art. So I think, actually, before I play Signalis, I picked up Faith, the Unholy Trinity on request from a buddy. because it was on sale. That one's also going to show up on stream, I think. All right, I don't want to burn these out too much because we are still deloading. That much has not changed. Hello. Oh no. I can't function with my keyboard. Help. Help. All right. Let's see. Who's up? Who's about? Who's around? But yeah, I'd love to play some Party Animals and Lethal Company. If those are still hot at the end of December, we will absolutely play them for our community day. No, stop that. Because I would love to play that with you. I'll get information out as soon as I get my shish together. As soon as I get my shish kebabbed. All right, everyone. We are gonna go see Johnny Jargon. We'll go give Johnny a look here. Johnny's a nice dude. Johnny's been with Health and Fitness for probably like 2 months, 3 months now. Hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for a little lifty lift. If you have questions, things that didn't get answered, joining the Discord is a great place for you to get answers to those questions, talk about fitness and all that stuff. A reminder that I'm going to not be doing standard streams for the rest of this week. There's not going to be a stream tomorrow night. There may be a gym stream on Wednesday. There may be a gym stream on Friday, if the place that I'm going allows me to stream from there. Micah, good to see you. But yes, thank you so much. Please grab one of those raid messages if you would be so kind so we can go on over and see Johnny Jargon. Johnny is a gym lifter. That raid message is going to look a little something like that. What else do I got to tell you? Hey, after I come back, we're going to be resuming with Metal Gear Solid. We're going to be playing Oxenfree 2. We're going to get back into the gym lifts. We're going to start a new split. You're going to see some. It's just basically going to be a new microcycle, mesocycle. I get the two mixed up. Wow, I'm not a trainer at all, am I? Anyway, we're going to be back with some new lifts next week, but we're going to continue deloading for the rest of this week. In the meantime, I'll be semi-active on the Discord, semi-active on Instagram, so if you want to follow along with what I'm doing, go on there. In the meantime, please be kind to yourself. Take care of yourselves. Coming out of the holiday, it can be easy to work way too hard and just hit the gas too hard. Make sure you get some rest. Be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.